Hi, we are Team 1 and we're going to present our personalized basketball cushion.
Whether it's for casual recreation or for the serious competitive feeling, the ever-growing field of wheelchair sports provides people the opportunity to experience the thrill of playing sports. In the UK, there are 1.2 million wheelchair users, and one of the most popular wheelchair sports is wheelchair basketball. 70,000 wheelchair users are involved in this sports, with over 200 clubs in the UK, and the numbers keep increasing.
New players will most likely not have a basketball wheelchair of their own. Fortunately, most clubs and teams have a generic ones that can be borrowed. Although these wheelchairs are good to get a feel for the game, they are usually uncomfortable, unstable and don't quite fit, which can have serious effects on the enjoyability of the game.
Wheelchair basketball players often refer to the idea of becoming one with the wheelchair. In essence, the sensation of unity provides the user with more control over their movements and a greater feeling of stability. The problem with this desire for unity is that it can be very expensive to achieve full integration. Custom-fit wheelchairs can cost more than £4,000, and if they don't want to pay that amount, buying a customizable wheelchair cushion can cost upwards of £700. For beginners and intermediate players, this is a hefty slope to climb to improve their game.
When asked what barriers stop them from partaking in sport, 35% of 502 wheelchair users said the cost of the equipment. Therefore, there is a clear need for a comfortable device that can provide the user with a sense of stability at an affordable price.
We served a group of 10 wheelchair basketball players and found that 50% of them used generic wheelchairs provided by clubs. All 10 players had used these wheelchairs at least once before, the major issue being the comfort of the wheelchair. Moreover, their inability to be personalized reduces the overall comfort, which therefore reduces the stability of the lower and upper body, leading to poor control of the chair and decreased performance. Other factors that affect the overall comfort of the chair include leg position and the height of the chair.
Large sports wheelchair companies are mainly focused on the development of personalized wheelchairs, which can cost several thousands of pounds. Therefore, the accessories they manufacture are designed specifically to fit the customized wheelchairs.
Before going further, we need to understand some basic rules and restrictions in wheelchair basketball. Players are classified between 1 and 4.5. The higher the mark, the more mobility the player has. The maximum height of a wheelchair from floor to top of the cushion is 63 centimeters for a player that is classified between 1 and 3, and 58 centimeters for players above class 3. In order to meet these requirements, our cushion could not exceed 8 centimeters thickness because the height of the standard wheelchair is 50 centimeters.
To address these problems, we came up with potential solutions that would make the user feel more comfortable and united to the wheelchair. We wanted our product to be inexpensive, safe for use, robust, and durable. An important aspect that could potentially make our solution more attractive is the customizability to make the fit more personal. Having these criteria in mind, we started to brainstorm potential ideas. We came up with an adjustable seat that would allow us to change the seat into a more bucket-like shape, the wheelchair cushion that would target the comfort and would mold to the shape of the user, the leg lock which would hold down the user's legs, and a cushion with straps that would provide comfort as well as tie the user stable into the chair. With the aid of the decision matrix and feedback from wheelchair basketball users, our final proposal was a personalized wheelchair cushion strap device, the personalized basketball cushion. This final solution would allow users to feel secure, comfortable, and integrated into the wheelchair.
We intend our cushion to have 5 main functions to satisfy the needs and desires of the players. Our cushion would provide cooling, damping the impact, comfort, stability, and integration. It will have 3 main layers, which we will describe in detail later on: a cooling layer, a comfort layer, and a firm layer. What is more, to increase the comfort and bring the legs closer together, the cushion contains foam sides with attachable elements for custom fit. Another personalized feature we implement are the replaceable ellipses in the comfort layer. Lastly, straps running across the user's legs are responsible for maintaining a steady position of the cushion and the user. The whole product will replace the standard wheelchair cushion.
Let us look closer at the characteristics of our cushion, how we choose the materials, and how we build our prototype. As previously mentioned, choosing the right materials for the cushion and strap is crucial, so this is how we proceeded. First, we used a software called CES EduPack. In combination with market research and critical thinking, we were able to narrow down our material selection to a small group of potential materials. Starting off with a strap. Current straps in the market are mainly made of neoprene, nylon, polypropylene, or polyester. Nylon perfectly fit our criteria. It has a good balance between flexibility and rigidity. It is cheap, abrasive, and easy to wash and dry. We would add a padding cover and a small piece of terry cloth around the strap if needed. The straps attach using Velcro. This surrounded the player's leg to keep them still, tighten, and stable.
How much load the strap can sustain was the most important test we needed to perform. We therefore performed a tensile test on our 50mm nylon strap using an Instron Electropulse E3000 with a maximum load of 3000 newtons. We observed that it withstands more than 1000 newtons, which was sufficient to show that it can sustain an impact.
To provide comfort, we aim to develop a cushion that provides 30% of deformation. The top layer is made of gel with a honeycomb shape. It is known to maintain the cold and to provide airflow with the honeycomb shape. The middle layer is made of high firm foam. We cut 2 ellipses that can be changed. And the third layer, the base or firm layer, is made of reconstituted 9LB foam.
We conducted several tests with the Instron Electropulse E3000 to obtain stress against strain curves, which we then analysed and found the most suitable material for the comfort and firm layers. Force distribution was initially assumed to be uniform. However, from the literature review, we saw that the stress distribution of an individual sitting down was not uniform, so we observed the data when the applied force was twice that of the force we set. We evaluated the area of contact on the cushion that an average person would occupy and approximated the load. We then sized the samples accordingly and calculated the load that would correspond to the size of an individual sitting on that area. Starting off with the gel, in the test we doubled the load applied and obtained a stress against strain curve. With using a MATLAB fit, we observed a deformation of 18% at a stress of 3000 newtons per meter squared, which corresponds to the force applied by an average person over the area of a cushion.
Moving on to comfort and firm layers, we were able to order 10 samples with a wide range of densities from a supplier called eFoam. We performed basic compression tests on 4 sets, 2 of which were put into saline to mimic repetitive use. We applied 3 times the load calculated previously and obtained stress strain curves. We divided the results into 3 groups: comfort, firm, and non-suitable for seating. We therefore determined the strain values at the stress calculated. We aim to provide a cushion that gives 30% deformation, and we want to have our cushion of 6 cm thickness. We define our layers to have each 2 cm thickness.
We know that 2 cm gel deforms by 18%. This means that the other 4 cm need to deform by 36%. Starting with the comfort layer, ideally, we wanted most of the deformation to occur on this layer, but we did not want it to be uncomfortable. Thus, we chose a strain value that has a medium deformation at around 50% and does not vary much when the thickness and the mass change. In our case, the most suitable material for this was high film, as it has deformation of around 0.47 for the 4 cases. The percentage of deformation for the film layer needed to be around 25%. After calculating the average of strain values of the film layer group, we got approximately 23% for reconstituted 9LB. This leads to a total deformation of 29%.
Next, we choose a cover layer which must be breathable, washable, and give a nice feeling to users. These features can be found in sports fabric materials. After filtering our different materials on UK Sports Fabric website, our final choice for the cover layer is a sports fabric which is moisture-wicking, washable, and breathable.
Let us now move on to how we actually created our prototype. All foam layers were ordered from one supplier called eFoam and were 2 centimeters in thickness. We started off with a 41 by 41 9LB. Using foam adhesive spray, we added the closed cell foam sides to the 9LB base. We then ordered high firm foam with the shown dimensions. Before attaching it to the base with a spray, we cut out 2 ellipses in the locations shown and traced different materials with the same outline to fill the 2 holes. We got a honeycomb-shaped gel from Amazon and cut it in half in order to make it 2 centimeters in thickness. The edges of the sides were then refined to make them smooth at the front. We got the cover layer to be sewn with a zipper going all around the bottom of the cushion, and we sewed Velcro onto the two inner sides of this cover. The extra sides were ordered and the edges refined. The same cover material was used, and the other side of the Velcro was sewn onto them. The sides are now attachable and detachable from the main base. The purpose of the sides is for the customizability of the cushion. You can order them at different sizes in order to suit your shape better. The more fitted you are to the size, the more control you have over the chair, as you can see in the video.
According to one of the wheelchair basketball players we have interviewed, being uncomfortable can even stop you from playing a game. In our approach to make our cushion comfortable, we decided to look at the pressure distribution of a person sitting down using pressure mat, and how different materials affect and change the pressure distribution. We partnered with a company, Infitex, which specializes in pressure sensors. It provided us with a pressure mat. When looking at the distribution of somebody sitting on a hard surface, we can clearly see there are two very high pressure regions.
Using high firm for the replaceable ellipses, the pressure is distributed more evenly than if you were to sit on the table, because the cushion material allows for some deformation that in turn reduces the pressure. However, the two high pressure areas are still very prominent.
In order to combat this, we predicted that if we were to change the material in those regions to a softer one, it would allow the two high pressure fields to stick more and therefore cause the pressure distribution to be more evened out.
For this reason, the ellipses were taken out and replaced with different materials. Reflex Superior Medium and memory foams were tested and showed better stress distribution. People who tried the cushion said that Reflex Superior Medium gave them more support, while with memory foam they sank more.
For people with uneven distribution in the two sides, this could be used to even out the distribution more. For example, for an amputee would have less pressure on the side where the leg has been amputated, and therefore a more sturdy material could be used for that side. Depending on body types, wheelchair basketball players can choose different materials and their own combination to obtain a more even distribution.
Our personalized basketball cushion is a great alternative.
Indeed, it is a better option than an expensive personalized basketball wheelchair.
Or using the uncomfortable standard wheelchair basketball seats.
It's cheap, customizable, and comfortable.
For just £130, you will notice the difference.
That was probably a lot of information. So let's recap. To make wheelchair basketball sports even more accessible to wheelchair users, our personalized basketball cushion is an alternative solution to very expensive current solutions, such as personalized basketball wheelchairs that cost up to £4,000. With its three main layers that allow comfort, stability, and airflow, its replaceable ellipses that can be of different material depending on body types, as we showed with tests, as well as its sides that can fix legs together. Our device can and will fit the needs of basketball wheelchair users.
Straps also enable a better, more stable fit and more comfort during a basketball game. Due to the time limitation in the current situation, we were not able to surround our strap with the padding and stick them with Velcro. However, this is still part of our design. We believe our product will help increase the number of wheelchair basketball players joining the courts, and will have a better performance than the current standard wheelchair basketball seats available.
Personalized
Basketball
Cushion.
You will feel the difference.
I mean, it's fine. It's not like personally fit to me, so you know. I have to put a lot of force into it.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's it.
That fits. Like, I'm like more in there. Yeah, I feel like I'm putting like less of my body into that I was